Welcome to Life Words Day by Day, where we are starting a new study through the book of 1 Samuel. And the events that take place in this book take place in the time when there was no king in Israel and everyone was doing what was right in their own eyes. Local or regional judges would be raised up, usually to lead Israel through a military battle, but there was no consistent, unified voice to point all of Israel to God or lead them to embrace His word. Israel had grown to be a dark place and a corrupt people. We know this because the last 3 chapters of the book of Judges, which comes just before 1 Samuel in the Hebrew Bible, describes one of the most horrific and brutal scenes on the pages of Scripture. When there is no godly leader in the land, this is what surfaces, and this is the chaos it brings. Additionally, we see that Judges ends with inept and corrupt spiritual leaders. But God has not left the scene. He is working, and we know that because the story of Ruth takes place in the shadows of the Judges. And from that story, we know that God has preserved the line of a woman named Naomi and her daughter-in-law, Ruth, in order to bring about one of the greatest kings Israel would ever know, King David. Which brings us to 1 Samuel. 1 Samuel and 2 Samuel were originally known as one book, just Samuel. But over time, it was divided, mainly due to scroll links and the need to put them on separate scrolls. The books of Samuel details the reigns of 2 kings, Saul and David, with the goal of answering the question, what type of king does Israel need? Who should choose Israel's king, and what characteristics should the nation look for in a king? Those are good questions for us to consider, aren't they? What type of king do we need? And what type of king are we currently serving? Is it ourself? Do we really think we are king material, worthy of honor and devotion? Well, of course not. And let me let you in on a little secret. We won't necessarily find the king we need in Samuel. But we will see glimpses and hear echoes of the king who would eventually come in God's perfect timing to be the king that we all need and to rescue His people from bondage. So I hope you'll come back day by day as we begin our journey through the book of 1 Samuel. But today, please pray for Ashraf Sarah and his family, our missionaries in Texas. And also remember the French African Life Word broadcast that's heard in Mali, Mauritius, Benin, Cameroon, Republic of the Congo, and Togo.